On today's show, food your dog can and cannot eat, more information about the Matilda play, the upcoming basketball season schedule,
and announcements.
TJTV starts now. I know it's awkward.
Good morning, Jax. Today is November 17th and it's first period.
That means it's time for our morning show, First Things First on TJTV. I'm Anoshka.
And I'm Eva. Next week is Thanksgiving break, which means that your families will be making large, delicious meals.
At the dining table, I'm about to bite into my food. Then I look down to see my dog's eyes. They're so hard to resist. I feel like giving them a piece of steak. But then I remember that dogs can't have certain human foods.
To keep your dogs and other pets safe, food-wise,
Here's Charlotte with some advice.
I'm Charlotte, and today I'm joined by a special guest, my dog Luna. And she's going to help me tell you about ways to keep your dog safe on Thanksgiving. On Thanksgiving, lots of families cook big, delicious meals. It can be hard to resist your dog's cute eyes when you're eating. But if you do decide to give your dog a treat, you have to be careful what foods you give them. These foods are okay for your dog to eat in small amounts. Some of these include apples, carrots, and plain turkey without skin or bones. Dogs cannot have ham, chocolate, garlic, leeks, onions, grapes, raisins, raw and mashed potatoes, raw dough, canned cranberries, pre-made desserts, pie filling, and stuffing. Grapes and raisins can be life-threatening, so if your dog eats even one, take them to the vet immediately. You can also call the Pet Poison Helpline for advice. Dogs generally shouldn't eat human food because it can make them sick if they aren't used to eating fresh foods. When in doubt, call your vet if you have questions. Reporting for TJTV, this is Charlotte and Luna. Stay safe and have a happy Thanksgiving.
before we continue,
We're going to take a quick commercial break.
I'm sure that you have all gone to the student store a couple of times to get yourself a treat. One of the most delicious and most popular snack to get there is the fruit by the foot. This sweet treat costs only $1. That could land you a dessert every day of the week with just a $5 bill. Low on cash but still want a snack? Don't worry, because for just 25 cents less, you can get a slightly smaller version of the fruit by the foot, the fruit roll-up. It costs only 75 cents and is a little smaller than the fruit by the foot, but still is a good size and can leave you satisfied after a lunch or any time of the day. I hope they stop by the student store to grab yourself a fruit by the foot or a fruit roll-up. Remember, all cash spent there will come back to you in the form of prizes and privileges.
today is the first day you can watch the performance of Matilda Jr.
They've been working very hard to perform for so many people.
But have you ever wondered what it takes to produce a play?
Well, Sadie interviewed the cast and crew and asked them how they did it.
This is a busy week for our theater department. Let's look at the work they've been doing to prepare for their opening show.
At this point, the cast and crew are preparing for opening night by staying here till very late to practice over and over and over again, practicing getting ready for the show, practice their lines, scenes, running it from the beginning to the end, everything. Now, the purpose of dress rehearsals to have the cast and crew run the show from the beginning to the end without stopping as much as they can in order to prepare for a real performance situation. To plan for the next year's show and deciding what to perform, what to do, it's kind of a mix of things. I talk to students, I see what sorts of things they're into, I look into some of the shows that are available and just kind of try and make the best choice I can for what's going to be a good production the following year. The amount of time it takes from beginning to end of production, starting with auditions, it's about 3 months. We work over 100 hours of rehearsal, auditions, meetings, all of that stuff. It's quite intensive. It's a lot. We have about 31 cast members, and I'm going to say we have around 30 crew members as well. High school students have helped this year with auditions, as well as we have a few former Toby Johnson Jaguar Theater students who are working on setting the light programming, and they are no longer Franklin High students. They've graduated, but this is a career that they want to go into, so we're giving them a shot at practicing with us.
I'm Brody Harris. I'm in 8th grade and I'm an Aggie, and my character is Rodolfo. I joined the theater program because every other person in my family did, and I thought it would be fun. My favorite Matilda character would probably have to be Rodolfo. The biggest challenge for me would probably be the memorization of all of the things we have to do.
My name is Toby. I'm in 8th grade, and I play Mr. Wormwood in Matilda. I joined the theater program because I thought that it would be fun, and it seems like an interesting thing to do. My favorite Matilda character is probably Mr. Wormwood. I think the biggest challenge during rehearsals is probably like learning blocking and lines and stuff.
Hi, my name is Emily Gibson. I'm in 8th grade, I'm an Aggie, and I'm playing Miss Honey. Probably to explore more characters and share more emotions. My favorite character is probably Matilda. The biggest challenge is probably memorizing lines and knowing where to stand on the stage.
The cast crew and Mrs. Garcia have been working very hard to create an unforgettable show for you, so make sure to purchase your tickets and come support our amazing theater program.
One of the many ways you can give back to your community is through the local food drives the city hosts.
This is especially important during the holiday season where some families are struggling.
But you can help them have a more enjoyable holiday season by donating food in this food drive. Kids can't.
Now we have a couple of announcements.
The Art Club meets today in MG7.
The Baking Club will meet today on Zoom at 3:30.
The K-pop Club will meet today in MH11.
The LGBTQ Club will not be meeting this week. They will reconvene after the Thanksgiving break.
Mathlete meets today in MG1.
The Bible Study Club meets tomorrow in MF1.
The Student Leadership Club meets tomorrow in MC6.
Now that's all the clubs for today and tomorrow.
Join a club and have some fun.
Are you interested in joining the Student Association Club? They're a new club on campus and are accepting new members.
If you're interested in joining, they'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow from 3:30 to 4 p.m. in the Franklin Library Community Room. Matilda the Musical performances are this week. Tickets can be purchased online through the QR code posted around the community, our school through the websites listed, or at the theater door before the performances.
Tickets are $10 for the Thursday and Friday performances at 6:30 p.m. and $8 for the Saturday performance at 2 p.m. Snacks and drinks will be available for $1 during the performance and during intermission. Come support our amazing theater program and see your friends in the cast and crew.
The field trip to see the Sacramento Ballet Company's production of the holiday tradition, The Nutcracker, is quickly approaching. The matinee showing will be during the school day and only open to school-age field trips from schools and organizations.
If you're still interested in attending, there are about 15 tickets left. Pick up a permission slip in the student store wall pocket and turn in one signed with your $45 to the student store window. If you have any questions, please see Miss Jones or Mrs. Hill. Don't miss out on this first-time field trip. The Nutcracker Ballet is a must-see live performance.
If you want to clear your tardies and take your name off the no activities list, make sure to attend Saturday school detention this coming Saturday, the 19th from 8 to 10 a.m. in MC12.
Remember that students on the no activities list cannot participate in sports, games, or any after-school activities. If you need more information, talk to Mrs. Shannon or Mrs. Paredes in the admin office.
Remember that today is Thankful Thursday.
This week, their craft is
Turkey hats!
Make sure to stop by MC6 to make this fun craft.
Make sure to turn in all your drag swag this week.
Since we didn't do a drag swag pull last week, this week we'll be doing a double pull.
That means each team and grade gets 2 pulls, while the elective classes get 6.
Remember, this week's prize is the treat truck.
Teachers, please turn in all classroom drag swag by the end of today at 3:10 after your classroom pull, and check that all information is filled out correctly.
When you arrive at MC9, there will be 7 buckets. Please put the drag swag in the correct bucket according to grade and team or electives. Please make sure that they're put in the correct grade level. There have been issues with drag swag being put in the wrong grade bucket. Today, there's a basketball game at Harriet Eddy Middle School.
I'm going. Are you?
Of course, I never miss a chance to support our school athletes, but I'm not sure when and where the future games are.
Here's Leah with the basketball season sketch.
Good morning, Jags. Are you interested in watching a basketball game and supporting our school? If so, here's a list of upcoming 8th grade games so you never miss out. Today, November 17th, there will be a game at Harriet Eddy against Eddy. On November 29th, our school will be playing an away game at Joseph Kerr Middle School. On December 1st, there will be a home game against Samuel Jackman Middle School. On December 6th, there will be another away game at Albiani Middle School. The final game before playoffs will be a home game here at Toby against Pinkerton on December 8th. 4 schools will make it to the playoffs. The girls' playoff game will be at Albiani on Monday, December 12th, and the boys' playoffs will be at Smedberg on December 13th. And finally, the EGOST Championship will be held at Eddy on December 14th. The games from November 3rd to the 17th will have the girls play first at 4 p.m. and the boys play after at 5 p.m. And the games from November 9th through December 8th will have the boys play at 4 p.m. and the girls play immediately after at 5 p.m. The usual admission fee is $4 per adult and $2 per student. However, with an ASB sticker, all home games are free. Come on out and support our 8th grade basketball team. I'm Leah Pagarigan reporting for TJTV.
Now that's all we have for today. We'll be back tomorrow with another episode of First Things First on TJTV. I'm Eva.
I'm Minoshka, and this is Taylor the Jaguar, and
Make today your best day yet.